Yo, welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna do something back here. I'm gonna do a little. I gotta make it fun shui up in this motherfucker because it looks like shit. I mean, it looks plain. I don't like the plainness. It's a white background. It could be black. But no racism here. No racism. Just it could be a little bit more feng shui back here. You know what I'm saying? So welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. This is your host, Andrew Cruz. I probably already said that shit already, but don't give a fuck because I want to say it again. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts. Almost fucked that up. SoundCloud, YouTube, Twitch, and also on Stitcher. Yeah, I'm on Stitcher, and I'm still trying to figure out if I'm on LinkedIn and on your Alexa because if I'm on that shit, you can listen to the Cruising Podcast on your app on the what's the thing called? The Amazon Fire Cube TV thingamajiggy that plays shit. And you can be like, hey, Alexa, play the Cruising Podcast. And then the Cruising Podcast will start playing. You hear my sexy voice be like, yo! That's how the hell I think that's supposed to work. So be on the lookout for that. Also, where you can find your boy Andrew Cruz is at Cruising Podcast on Instagram, where you get like all the latest episodes and my adventures here in this life. You know what I'm saying? It's the way I like to do things. But I wanted to start this episode. Hold on, let me see what I can do here. Change some shit up in there. Yep, there we go. I wanted to start this episode on a sad note because that's what we're going to do today. It started on a happy note on Monday. So today we're going to start on a sad note because it's Halloween. And also a comedic legend passed away last night. No, 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago, sitting at work and during my break, went on Facebook and saw that John Witherspoon, aka Pops, aka Granddad, had passed away suddenly. Actually, what's crazy is that he was 77 years old and he was still a touring comic. George Carlin was one of those type comics that just he pretty much toured until his last days on this earth. And just to know that it's crazy. What's weird is that it hits me a little bit because I grew up as a kid hearing his voice on TV or seeing him on TV. It's crazy. It's crazy to just think that like, wow, I'm this old, I'm that old where I was a kid and now people that were in my childhood, like all the celebrities and stuff are starting to pass away. And it's just weird. It's a little weird for me. I watched, come on. I watched Friday like a million times. I grew up on the Wayans Brothers late at night on what used to be CW. I think it's My TV, whatever fuck it is now. But Wayans Brothers used to come on at like 10 o'clock. And the first thing, the thing you hear, bang, 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 bang. You know what I'm saying? That's what and then next Friday, put the hot sauce on my burrito. Like, I grew up listening to this. I grew up with this type of comedy. And then, I even further on in life, I'm about 15 years old, and Boondocks comes on. And Boondocks changed everything for me for cartoons. I've never seen a cartoon say nigga so much in my life. And I thoroughly enjoyed listening to this show. I thoroughly enjoyed knowing that he was a part of this show. I'm so happy he was part of the show. And then watch Black Jesus. Hilarious. He's great in Black Jesus too. Being Charlie. What's crazy is he was Charlie Murphy's character's right hand man. Like he was the one trying to expose Black Jesus not being really Jesus. Like it's crazy that it was him and Charlie Murphy that were hand in hand in that series. And it's weird that not weird, but it's crazy that him and Charlie Murphy were also on Boondocks. And he is really the start of hello. Hello, Nolly. It's also crazy that he's the one that kind of started the Cartoon Network Adult Swim. It messes with you a little bit, but I was happy that I got to have this type of influence with listening to, having, this type of comedy in my life. It really helps a lot to like it helps you through some down times. But John Witherspoon also appeared on Joe Rogan's podcast in May. And let me tell you something. I've said this, I probably said this before, but that's probably the greatest interview I've ever listened to, period. I'm from Texas. I live in Texas. How about you, Nully? Where you from? But it's crazy that like he was probably the funniest guest, he was the best guest, and he was the most intuitive guest in my opinion, because who else knows Richard Pryor? Like he knew Richard Pryor. Retracted. Why is it being retracted? Okay. Uh, okay. Hi, Nolly. So, listening to stories of him, talking about Richard Pryor, some of like the early days, like literally the first days of the Comedy Store in LA, like just to hear these stories. It was a great time capsule to have. He was really a time capsule, and he was probably the funniest time capsule, And I thoroughly enjoy. I mean, I went back and listened to the podcast. I've gone back and also that's literally like one of the only Joe Rogan podcasts that I re-downloaded because I was crying. Anytime I'm pissed off, I go back and listen to that podcast because he was hilarious in it. I don't care what anybody tells me. Him and his son were fantastic, and and to know that the Pops character and the Granddad character is actually him. He's not acting. He's not, much people want to say like he's pretending to be this person. No, that wasn't acting. That was him. That was him. And he was naturally funny like that. That's amazing to me. It's so amazing to know that nothing that he did was fake. Like maybe storylines and shit like that, but his character wasn't fake. It wasn't actually a character. It was him. He was the character, and it makes it even more exciting, man. And hearing what influenced him to get into comedy. he was blunt about it. He was just like, I was broke. He said money. He said I needed that money. When I seen that money hit that account, boy, I was like, he said I call up Capital One and I've been like, how much money? Hey! I was like, oh man, that's the shit. I said, you know what? He's every human, you know what I'm saying? Like he might be a celebrity, he might be a comedic legend and shit like that, but he's one of us. You know what I'm saying? He really is one of us. Like, why do we have a job? To get that money, to look at our bank account. Why do you he used to call up. He said, I just love hearing them tell me how much your credit card balance is. What? But it's very saddening to know, that he passed away suddenly. I'm very upset that now, he was in Houston about a month ago. I want to say it's about a month ago. About a month ago, he was in Houston and doing having a stand-up comedy. He's still doing stand-up comedy to this day. I mean, to the day he passed away, he was still touring. And it's amazing to know that his hustle never fucking stopped. And it's an amazing story. And there's so many fantastic pictures out there that like almost it chokes me up, because there's a picture of Riley and Huey, and Riley sitting on the desk crying over the picture of Granddad, and Huey's over him, consoling him. And to know that there is a third season of Black Jesus, it has already been recorded. It's just never been put out. They were working on Boondocks, another Boondocks. I'm hoping that it still comes out. Even though he was a central figure to that fucking show. So, he was a very central figure to the show. So it does sadden me in that bit too. It's like, man, just one more hurrah, just that last hurrah, and to know that like it was going to be on HBO Max, and I'm very excited about HBO Max. By the way, I will be talking about that on fucking Monday. Goodness gracious, HBO Max looks like it's going to be stacked. Goodness gracious, look, that shit is going to be stacked. I can't wait to talk about that, to get all the information. But with the passing of John Witherspoon, man, I definitely, my condolences to him and his family, him and JD that came on whenever they came on to on the Joe Rogan podcast was fucking amazing. And I'm so happy I got to hear those stories from him. So with that, rest in peace. I'm sure, like I said on my Facebook post, man, Heaven got a lot funnier. Heaven's gotten a lot funnier, and he gets to be with his friends, Richard Pryor and Mitzi Shore, who like he had amazing stories about too. So with that, that's why this episode is is titled Bang Bang Bang. Bang, 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 bang. You know what I'm saying? Just like, and it was amazing to watch him on Friday. Go and get your dog catcher. Go and get your Mr. Postman. It's still the fucking greatest, man. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. All right. So today, yesterday I was supposed to talk about anime and video games. Yeah. Today's Halloween. Oh, by the way, happy Halloween to everyone. My fault. I know I started this shit off on a sad note, but fuck it. Is what it is. It's Halloween. Sam Hain, all the rest of that cool shit. Happy Halloween to everyone. Hopefully you guys got some trick-or-treating going on with your kiddos and got some food. It's awesome. Not food. It's got some candy so they can get the cavity, and so your dentist bill will be about $12,000 and you got to pay for some braces. I know the life. It's okay. Kids don't have fucking like the pillowcases anymore though. I see like the little pumpkins and shit. That's whack. That's not enough. If you're gonna go neighborhood to neighborhood, what the fuck you doing here? If it's Halloween and you want to go trick or treat, first of all, you have to have a pillowcase full of fucking candy. And if it's not a pillowcase full of candy, what did you really do? Did you really trick or treat, or you just walked around with a costume on? Let's be real for a minute. Let's get back to that. Let's make Halloween pillowcasey again. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. We need to fill up pillowcases full of candy. So we have to go to the fucking dentist. Why are we not racking up these bills? You know what I'm saying? Like, parents, I understand this is not what you want to do, but guess what? Let's fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you only get one day a year where you can go a little fucking crazy with Halloween candy. And then, you might want to check for razor blades. Well, this year, which is funny, was fucked up. Well, hold on, not funny. It's fucked up that you have to think about this in this day and age, but it's sad because weed is legalized and CBD is also legal. It's also legalized. So now you have to fucking worry about assholes giving your kids either CBD gummies, which is, listen, it is kid friendly, which is crazy. It actually is crazy, but CBD is kid friendly. If you have heard certain podcasts, some people give their kids CBD oil to control, childhood seizures and stuff like that, help out with their seizures, also, mentally and shit like that. But unbeknownst to the kid, and you're giving them CBD oil, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. And also, like in Colorado and wherever weed is legalized, and you can give them edibles, you're an asshole if you give kids that shit. And that's sad that you have to think about that. You know what we had to think about when I was a kid? Razor blades inside wrap candies. Yep, that's what we had to do. We had to empty out our fucking candies on the table and make sure there was no razor blades in the motherfuckers. Today, they're worried about if their kids are going to get fucking high off of it. That is fucking amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing with this day and age how things have changed. I once again, that is coolest. I mean, I think, hey, I'd rather not have my mouth. I'd rather be high as fuck than, not have razor blades in my mouth. I mean, our shits can kill us. They can just have the greatest fucking day of their life. That's crazy to me. It's crazy. That's the stipulations now. Like, We were more violent back in the day. Like back in the day, when you go outside and play tag, it's a little fucking hard. It's a little difficult. You can play sharks and minnows, and somebody will get hurt. Nowadays, play sharks and minnows. You want to get caught in sharks and minnows. You want to become the shark. Who the fuck wants to become the shark and shark? Like this, it's just weird. It's a crazy time in life to yeah. Well, the '90s were crazy too. Why am I lying? The '90s were crazy too. Life used to be a lot more dangerous back in the day. Let's be real. But it is what it is. So, talking video games. Modern Warfare came out last Thursday night. They actually had a very early release. Actually at 8 o'clock, they actually released the game. Well, 8 o'clock here. I don't know about anywhere else. Truly, I don't give a fuck about anywhere else. I only care about here where I live. So, but yeah, Modern Warfare came out. Fantastic. You ever like, it's going to get a little weird, but I don't give a fuck. You ever like wanted to fuck someone? I said this I didn't say this egregiously last week. I mean, on Monday, so I'm going to say it egregiously today because I wanted to keep this one in the motherfucking chamber. But you ever wanted to fuck someone so bad that like when you finally got to fuck that person, you kind of like came too early? This is for my dudes out there. I don't know about the ladies, but this is for my dudes out there. You ever want to fuck someone and you just came way too early? Like you got way too excited for it. It's exactly what the fuck I did with Modern Warfare. I didn't fuck it, and I played it a little bit too much. If you guys look at it on my Twitch or on my YouTube, yeah, I played it for about, how long did I play this shit? The fuck was that? Oh, my bad. I played it for about 6 to 8 hours. I went back to my old roots, and I had off. I normally have off on Friday and Saturdays, and I went a little wild on it, and played for about 6 to 8 fucking hours. Practically played a job's day of it. First of all, there's not enough multiplayer levels. There needs to be more multiplayer levels. That's the only thing I really have fit about. The maps suck ass. Not all of them. The Ground Wars map is fucking horrible. In my opinion, it's entirely too big. That's what she said. And I truly think that, playing Ground Wars is literally, if you don't snipe or if you're not in a tank, it's literally no fucking reason to play Ground Wars. I'm sorry. You have to be fucking like amazing at running and gunning and not getting shot by like the next person behind the person you already killed. And as usual, Call of Duty pisses me off because I'm shooting someone in the fucking chest and all of a sudden they just turn around and shoot me in the face one time. Call of Duty does that. I think it's like this crossplay thing. It works in too many different directions, but it's nice to have crossplay. It's nice that I know that I can play with my homies on Xbox. As once again, BIA is back alive and well. We're ready to work, baby. We are ready to work, motherfuckers, this year. Woo! That's what we doing, baby. Woo! But Modern Warfare, I haven't played the single player mode yet, which I fucking probably need to do because I never fucking do it. But last year didn't have a single player mode, and I know a lot of people were upset about that. But let's be real. How many of us jumped into the multiplayer right away? A lot of us. Come on, let's be real. Raise your hand. Can't see you, your fault. If you actually raise your hand, people are looking at you weird. I'm sorry. But you jump into you jump into the multiplayer mode because that's what the fuck I did. And I have not played the single player not one fucking bit. And that's probably what I'm going to do this weekend. They said it's about 10 hours. Yeah, possibly. It might take me 10 hours. I'm definitely going to try to play it on easy because that's how I like it. So, but with that, I thoroughly enjoyed the Modern Warfare. I thoroughly enjoy the guns on the game. I think they're a lot easier to control this year. Like, and the sniping, the only thing is, man, I need to change my sniper scope because the sniper scopes that is on the original shits that normally fucking happens are ass. And I need to change that up. Some guns need to be fucking nerfed on that damn game, especially that damn carbine. Goodness gracious, motherfucker. I can be shooting the shit out of somebody, and then they just turn around and shoot me in the face with that carbine one time, and I'm dead. That's bullshit to me. I feel like they need to change that. I'm not a very big fan of it. Let's change that up. You know what I'm saying? Let's just, help a brother out, especially a brother that can't aim, because you know, the stereotype. And I definitely fit the stereotype. And also I like fried chicken and grape soda, which I have not had in a month and a half. And, you know what I'm saying? That's either or. I haven't had either actually in a very long time. Now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm hungry again. I can't eat because it's past 9 fucking o'clock. Damn it, man. This shit is getting weird for me. Fuck. All right. So, but yeah, man. Modern Warfare it brought the roots are back. We're back with Call of Duty. Call of Duty is on its fucking. It's back, baby. It's back. That's all I got to say. Like the gunplay, the movements are real. Not it's actual movements. Like you're gonna get tired when you run, with heavy ass fucking guns and shit on you. What you think's gonna happen? So, yeah, I'm definitely having fun with it. I'm getting pissed off at the same time, but it's all good, man. You're supposed to get pissed off and happy. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, so with that, that's the Modern Warfare review so far. Also, yeah, something big happened this weekend. I ain't talking about what you think I'm talking about. Yeah, that's every day though. But there's a possibility that we will get an NCAA football game again. What? Why? Why would you say that? Because the NCAA has ruled that students can profit off of their likeness. Fuck yes. I've been missing NCAA for like 10 years now. It's been a long fucking time since we had a NCAA game. I think the last one, who was on the front? I want to say the last one was Robert Griffin III was on the front, if I remember correctly, or he was like the main player or something. Like you can put him on a certain team, like any of your college teams, and like he'll be your quarterback and shit. I think that was the last one, but I might be wrong. But NCAA football possibility of coming back, and EA is already talking about, hey, guess what? We on the way, baby. So there's a huge possibility that we get this back with this ruling. It's about fucking time, NCAA, that you gave these kids a chance to make money because they weren't allowed to have a fucking job. What? How can every other I still never understood that. How every other student can have a job, even working for the school. But if you played football, basketball, any of the major shits, you can get disqualified? That is stupid as fuck. That was dumb. What were you thinking? Why would you do that? Come on, man. I'm happy that they finally, the most corrupt fucking organization, finally has loosened some of their grips. It's not like they're going to be the ones losing money. They're not going to lose money. They're still going to get the same money that they were getting before. Now, these kids can make money off of their jerseys, off of autographs, and if they're on an NCAA game, they can make money off of that. They can make money off of commercials, shit like that. Just to pay, if you heard some of the horror stories that came from some of these athletes, some of them coming from, you never know where somebody's coming from. You don't. You never know where they're coming from. Yeah, now you might think that all 5-star recruits are being pampered and shit like that. Most of them, a lot of them, especially football players, are coming from the dirt, bruh. The dirt. And it's not right. It's not right at all to do that. So I'm happy to see that the NCAA is stepping up and allowing these kids to get money. It's not. I don't think it's going to be enacted this year. I think it's going to be enacted next year. I think they said 2021 will be the first year that they can start profiting off of there. And so with everybody saying NCAA football 2020 coming out, I would definitely temper those expectations for probably 2021. I would say 2021 is going to be the first time we have the possibility of having an NCAA football game, or any NCAA game for real. If they need somebody for tennis, your boy's here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, Weston College, yeah, Division III. We in there. Yeah, they're not gonna have a college tennis game. It fucking sucks. But Yeah, man. So I'm very excited for that possibility of happening. I wish I got to play. A lot of people were talking about talking about Outer Worlds, a Obsidian video game that also came out the same time as Modern Warfare. That was a bad fucking mistake. Um, Apparently it's a very good game though. You customize your characters, kind of played like Mass Effect. Yeah, that's all I know about the game. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But I'm hearing great things about it anyway. So thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a little thing right here. Give you a seed, plant it, put some water on it, see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Also they gave us a a semi trailer to fucking Death Stranding. We still don't know what the fuck is going on. Clearly there's going to be some gunplay in it because it's Kojima game and Kojima made he's the main person behind Metal Gear Solid. So yeah, that's what every journalist is saying about Death Stranding right now. They can't even talk about it. Like if you have played it, you can't talk about it. But all right, cool. I'm going to get it because Norma Reedus. Look, I made a mistake before in my life by buying a Norma Reedus type deal. With the with the worst video game buy I ever had in my fucking life. But I hope that he doesn't fuck me over this time. That's all I'm asking for. Do not fuck me over this time, Daryl. I can't do it again. I cannot spend money on shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I can't do it. If it sucks, I'm gonna take the motherfucker back. I promise. I promise. But Cyberpunk, I can't wait for. But I cannot wait for Death Stranding to come out. I've been waiting for this game for quite a while now. Also, NBA 2K League qualifiers have started. October 22nd to October 10th, day before. What's that? The day before Veterans Day. So get your 50 wins in, homies, and also you got to get you got to win. No, was it 50 games? No, you got to get your 50 games in. Yeah, you got to get your 50 games in and at least be winning over half your games. Well, half your games, I think it is. Just like last year, pretty much, you got to play 50 and then all the rest of that cool shit. You make it to the actual tryouts and shit, which are ass because you got to deal with other people. Fuck, man, I hate dealing with people sometimes because they do some hoe shit on that game, man. I don't understand it. I hate playing with people that like really irritate me on NBA. Like they play NBA 2K. I don't even know how to really fucking explain how they play NBA 2K. Stupidly? I don't know. I guess that's the word we can work with. The other word I can't really say, but it's on the level of fucking stupidity. That's all I can deal with right now. So yeah, so with that, I will be starting that journey to tomorrow. Man, I've never been excited to see a doctor in my life. Like, I'm supposed to be going to a chiropractor tomorrow. Yeah, I'm telling you a little bit about my personal life. Now I think about it. And speaking of tomorrow, well, I got a tennis tournament tomorrow, and also I'm getting my shoulder and back looked at. I don't know if that's a smart idea to do both on the same day, but hey, you know what? YOLO. You know what I'm saying? Yo, fucking yo. Low. Yo. Did I say yo-yo? I say yo-yo. I did say yo-yo. That's a fuck up. I don't care. YOLO. I want to get my life checked out at Sandstone's Chiropractic. Can't wait to fucking talk about that adventure. And hopefully they don't stick their thumbs in the wrong places because don't think it's that type of place. That's really what I'm not hoping for. You know, I don't want things going in regions that don't need to be in. You know, that's not their place. Like I said, it's a fucking exit. It's not an enter. No, I'm but I've been to the chiropractor before. Man, I never felt so open in my life after getting my every bone in my body cracked. It's amazing. So with that was yeah, that's my day tomorrow. Can't wait to talk about it for Sports Friday. Fucking World Series. Can't wait to talk about that shit. Also talk about the Sixers and the brawling and somebody getting tapped out on the court. Who got tapped out? We'll talk about it on Friday. All right. So also we had anime. Yes, anime is also today. Anime. My Hero Academia is starting off very fucking slow. Very slow right now. Right now, Zuko Midoriya, aka Deku, is currently the episode was literally about him getting getting his hero training from All Might's former sidekick. For All Might's former sidekick. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. We're on. Hopefully, that makes fucking sense. He's trying to do that. He has to prove himself, and he's actually didn't prove himself to be the successor of All Might's power, but he's got accepted because the dude wants him to quit trying to be All Might or give up All Might's power one for all, which is pretty fucked. That's pretty fucked up in my opinion. How the fuck dare you try to have somebody, try to have them quit? Why don't you just help them? Why be a dick about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you get out of that? So hopefully we get a little bit more out of that. I want to see some more of Overhaul, because Overhaul seems like he's going to be that dude. Last time I thought we were going to have that dude of a villain was fuck old boy from One Punch Man. Fuck man. Oh fuck, yo, I can't remember his damn name right now. But he called him, but he was a monster, but he was just a fucking martial artist for real. They made him seem like a badass when he first came onto the scene. Gerdo? Wow, I cannot believe I forgot his name. Wow, I need to start taking CBD again. Goodness gracious, this shit is not good. But first time we see him, he murks a whole entire room full of fucking heroes. Like, that's the first time we see him, is a bunch of bodies. No, not heroes. He murked a bunch of villains that they were trying to bring in. He was just like, fuck, I'm just gonna kill everybody here because all of you are in my fucking way. And then murked fucking like class A heroes. That's the first time we see him. After that, he looks like a bitch. They make him really like he really has to. He just looked like a bitch. Like, I was not a fan. I was like, damn, this is Gohan all over again. This is like the Gohan of villains, and it breaks my heart to see. I want to see some more Overhaul, though. I hope Overhaul is going to be the shit. I'm talking about my hero now from Overhaul. It looks like he's going to be the shit, though. I like his. First of all, like his ideology. Secondly, I love that he's going to be. He's probably going to be running everything until I don't know when, until somebody kills him. I'm guessing Deku's going to be the one to kill him because All Might retired. Because that's how it always works in anime, right? No. Yeah. I think it looks like Bakudo is going to be taught by oh shit, I forgot. Oh my goodness, yo. My brain is fucking fried. I want to remember all this next week. Endeavor. Fuck, there we go. It looks like Bakudo is going to be underneath Endeavor, who currently will be the number one hero since All Might is outie. So and if everybody doesn't know, that's Todoroki's father. Um Nobody else really has a hero thing so far. I think they're all trying to there's stipulations over the kids right now, and they're trying to really not have the kids be endangered. So all the heroes are like, man, fuck that. I don't want to be part of that. Why would I want that? What the fuck? I want to put these motherfuckers in danger. They're supposed to be learning. They need to be put in danger, I guess. I don't know. Fuck. So, goodness gracious. So with that, that's my hero update so far. Dr. Stone. Let me tell you something, man. I've never Dr. Stone's fantastic. It's a great fucking show. It's funny. It's educational. I know it sounds stupid for a fucking for a animation, but it is educational. I've learned way more from Dr. Stone than anything else. Than any fucking science teacher can ever teach me. But Dr. Stone, right now, apparently they're not the only people around, and there actually are people that have been around since 3,000 years. Like, they've had ancestors that were around that probably were made of stone, but were the first ones to be purified from the stones. And I mean, yeah, purified from the stone formations. And so right now, Senku is with this primal, what's the name for those type of people? Yeah, I guess type of people. Really, they literally have to start over, and they're almost in like the Bronze Age or some craziness, and he right now he's one of the only people on Earth that really knows how to use science and really knows what happened before the stones had, everybody got turned to stone. They're in the stone world and shit before all that happened. And um yeah, that's where we're at with that right now. He just met a new group of people that he's he had to fight. No. He had to save the princess that's in the village. She had what was known to us as no, not lymphoma. What the fuck is the name? Oh man, pneumonia. Fuck, man, I can't remember shit right now. This is crazy. I need to start getting some sleep. But yeah, she had pneumonia, and he was saving her from it. And the only way he can do it is by fighting in this battle. And he somehow fucking won. I don't know how. He doesn't know how to fight. That's the only way he can get into to save the girl from pneumonia in time. He's actually just came in time to save her with modern medicine. And he had to make antibiotics, which we learned how to make antibiotics from the show. It's fantastic. It's great. Especially like I said, man, if you want you want your kids to learn some shit, especially science-wise, watch some Dr. Stone. It's actually really fucking good. And the storyline is actually really fucking good. I'm not explaining it well, probably not selling it well, but it's fantastic. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Yeah, but yeah, that's where we're at. Is that he's with this settlement right now, trying to hide away from Suzuka, because he thinks that he killed him. He thinks he severed his neck after he made gunpowder and was making a gun. It's amazing. Look, and also we learned how to make gunpowder. Fuck, man, I'm all for it's all full of fucking knowledge, baby. You learn a lot. You learn a lot. You gotta learn. You gotta learn from this type of shit. So it's actually very exciting to watch this show. I'm very excited to see how much further we will get with this. So next, and also I've never read the mangas, so this is everything's coming surprisingly to me, which is fantastic. Lastly, I know it's not anime or video games, but it is nerd culture. But the prequel to Game of Thrones has been canceled. Fuck, man. I think that's all of them. That's all of them. I know they canceled the prequel, or they canceled the spinoff like a couple months ago, like in the summertime. After actually they canceled the spinoff almost right after the show ended. And now the prequel got canceled with Naomi Watts. Right? Yeah, it was Naomi Watts if I remember correctly. I might be wrong. Emily Watts? No, Naomi Watts, if I remember correctly. Yes. What I hope happens is that they have a spinoff of Arya and where she goes west. East. West. Yes, west. I think that's west. That would be west. Yeah, that would be west if you're looking at a fucking map. I don't know. She's going west. She said, "Has we ever been outside of the walls of King's Landing?" Maybe we'll get that storyline, because that would be pretty fucking cool if we get that storyline. That's the thing I want to see. I don't want to see Jon go back in the north. I know this shit's going to be fucking boring as fuck and, stupid as hell. I'm so angry that he just didn't stay in King's Landing after Grey Worm got sent off. Sorry, spoiler, the fucking show happened 5-6 months ago. Should have fucking watched it. So, but I just wonder what she's gonna do. I wonder what's gonna happen. What does she find? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that'd be fucking great to have, Just to have that come, like, oh, you know what? We're gonna have the spinoff anyway of Arya Stark, even though we said we're not gonna have it, because the two dudes that did the the last season of the main writers for for Game of Thrones have actually ended their partnership, their trilogy for Star Wars. Interesting. It's interesting facts because that happened. They almost happened a day apart. That news almost happened almost a day apart from each other. Almost a week, probably a week. I don't remember. But it's very close apart from them quitting the Star Wars trilogy that they were supposed to be doing to them to Game of Thrones canceling the prequel that was supposed to follow House of Targaryen, I think. I think that was the one that was supposed to it. They had so many prequels and spinoffs. Like there was like I want to say there was 3, but I might be wrong. It might have only been 2, and they both have been canceled. So what are we gonna have? What the fuck are we doing, George R. Martin? What are you doing to us? Finish the books. Fuck. But yeah, that's where we're at with that, man. So hopefully we can find out something for Game of Thrones. If not, we got Watchmen. Watchmen is doing fantastic. If you haven't watched Watchmen yet, it is doing great. It's a great show. Check it out. Also, if you haven't seen Euphoria, check that shit out too. Great show. Euphoria was really fucking good. Check that shit out. Also, Righteous Gemstones. If you're missing HBO shit, HBO knows how to fucking bring some bangers onto their shit too. Not just Netflix. They knew how to bring some bangers. Some great shows are on HBO right now that you can watch. If you're looking for comedy, Righteous Gemstones. If you're looking for some drama, Euphoria. If you're looking for a comic book drama with action, Watchmen. You're welcome. You're welcome. I gave you some recommendations. Hopefully you enjoy those recommendations. If you don't, you have terrible taste. That's all I can really tell you. You have horrible taste. Unless, well, you're listening to me, so you don't have that horrible of taste, but you have horrible taste if you don't watch those shows and like them. Actually, if you don't watch those shows and love them, because they're fantastic. Also, yeah, so tomorrow we're talking sports, talking about another fucking Washington team winning a fucking title. And now you gotta hear from the Washington fans. Oh, we're title, we're title town now. No, fuckers, you're not title town. Shut the fuck up. We shut the fuck up. Fuck you. All right, fuck you. Fuck Washington DC teams and their fan bases. I said it. I don't give a fuck. Come after me. What you gonna, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Eagles fan. I'm a Philadelphia fan, and also I'm an Astros fan. You fucked us. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. You fucked us on a parade. So that's, and I wanted to go to Cat. I wanted a reason to sit here and say I'm going to be late to work because I'm buying World Series shit that I'm going to wear at work. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to do, and you fucked that for me. You really fucked it. But that's cool. I can deal with it. But but all jokes aside, I will never congratulate a fucking Washington team. So you thought there was going to be a congratulations there? You fucking sorely fucking mistaken. I will never fucking do that shit. That is ridiculous. Don't you ever think that shit from me. They're Dallas, New York, or Washington. They can all kiss my ass. I will never fucking say that shit. No, fuck them. That's just the way that's rivalry shit. That's internal. I don't give a fuck. I know a lot of them didn't congratulate the Eagles when they won the Super Bowl. They didn't do it for the Phillies when they won the World Series. They didn't do it even for the motherfucking the Philadelphia Soul when they were winning fucking arena football titles. Fuck off. I will not be saying congratulations, and you will kiss my ass. That's how I feel about it. Hey, that's just the way I feel. I don't give a fuck. Why am I talking sports right now? We're not supposed to be talking about sports, but it just they bring something out of me. Those, especially that fan base that think they're high and fucking mighty. Oh man, we're title town now. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. I hate you. I don't hate you. I dislike you truly, passionately, with every fiber of my motherfucking being. I like if Dallas fans and fucking Washington fans and New York fans, I dislike all of them, except for a few of them. I like a few Dallas fans and one New York fan. That's it. That's all you got. I don't like. I really, and maybe a couple Washington fans here and there sprinkled in. They don't piss me off good enough. That's about it. That's all you got from me. I'm going to talk about this tomorrow. Why am I talking about this today? Shit, man. They brought the fucking anger out of me. They weren't supposed to fucking do that, and they did it, and I allowed it. Andrew, calm down. Calm down. What the fuck, man? But nah, it is what it is. Fuck. So mad they won. Fuck, man. Shit. So we're gonna talk sports Friday. Tomorrow, we had a brawl happening in Philadelphia on Broad Street. And someone's calling themselves Broad Street Bully, and I like it. There's only one Broad Street Bully. You better fucking recognize it's Beanie fucking Siegel. But I understand you felt you was in the emotions of dealing with shit. I understand that. Just know who the fucking Broad Street Bully is for real though. It's Beanie. Because most of that Flyers team is probably gone. So definitely check out the show tomorrow. We'll be talking sports, about the World Series, talking about the NBA, talking about an upcoming motherfucking bad motherfucking title going out for fucking UFC. I am so fucking excited about this fight. I've never been so excited about a fight in my motherfucking life. Yes, I have. I have been excited about quite a few fights like this. But this fight right here, I'm so fucking excited for, man. Bad motherfucker. Title is coming out. We're gonna have The Rock put the belt around somebody's waist because Dana White is not a bad motherfucker. The Rock is. That's a bad motherfucker, man. Woo! I'm excited. It's Halloween. Happy Halloween, motherfuckers. No, but with that, I want to say thank you guys so much for listening to the Cruising Podcast. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. But, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm about to sign off and shit. Don't sign off, Andrew. What we doing here? We got to tell them where to find us. Because if I don't tell y'all where to find me, then I'm talking to ether. I'm just talking to the air. I can't have that. I can't do that. So, with that, where you can find the Cruising Podcast, it's on Apple Podcasts. Also on SoundCloud. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Twitch. You can also find me on Stitcher, which I'm going to get more shit up. You can find some of my older episodes on fucking Mixcloud. I was trying to figure out how to get those episodes onto iTunes, and I fucked that one up. I'm hoping that I can do it soon because I completely forgot how I got them saved. So we'll figure that shit out. So, but with that, I want to thank you guys so much. Also, where you can find me, myself, Andrew Cruz, is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast. You can also find me on Twitter, which is Nicetown Finest, which I'm probably never going to change now because I've had it for like 30 years. And if you want to follow the Cruising Podcast on Facebook, if you still use that, it's at it's the Cruising Podcast on Facebook. You see my fucking you can see the logo, and that'll be the page for it. And also remember, I'm still doing the live streaming for one of the Houston area surrounding school districts, also on November 11th, which is fucking Monday. Shit, I was not thinking, but it's cool. I don't give a fuck. No matter what, it's Veterans Day. Also, my mother's wedding anniversary, but for the veterans, I'm going to have a donation for the for Wounded Warrior Foundation. So with that, I would like to say thank you for listening to the Cruise Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for Sports Motherfucking Friday. Deuces.